Welcome, everyone. Today, we're going to bypass the excuses and get to the truth. We'll be exploring the 10 reasons why men are increasingly refusing to date older women. Over the next few minutes, I'll share insights into how societal changes, emotional dynamics, and modern dating trends all play a part. This is a topic that often comes with a lot of noise and excuses, but I want to cut through that and reveal what's really happening. So, let's dive in and uncover the honest reasons behind this shift in dating preferences. That correction is happening right now. Every standard becomes a trap. And when expectations rise while value drops, the market corrects itself. We see this with transparent communication that offers none in return, or a protector who dresses in ways that invite disrespect, a leader they refuse to follow, a disciplined man who lacks discipline himself, an emotionally healed man carrying unresolved trauma, and a financially stable man drowning in debt. Many older women demand certain things, but here's the thing. The real problem isn't that they can't attract top-tier men. It's that they struggle to maintain the interest of any men at all. And that's largely because their standards keep rising, while their relational value declines. So why does this happen? It's not just about chasing some ideal of a six-figure, 6-foot, six-pack man. Even average and below-average men are walking away. The key point here is high standards, low value. That's what leads to the disconnect and the market correction we're seeing now. When men think about relationships, they're really looking for a partner who brings peace and harmony. They don't want to face another opponent or someone who challenges them at every turn. Instead, they want someone who complements them, who can create a sense of balance rather than friction. But often, when it's time to date, many women find it hard to switch gears from other areas of their lives. Instead of fostering harmony, they mirror the competitive mindset they're used to, which can lead to misunderstandings. Instead of working together, there's often a tendency to compete. Instead of guiding the relationship, there's debate and disagreement. This pattern works in careers where assertiveness and independence are necessary, but it can be destructive in romantic relationships. Traits like emotional detachment, leadership, pressure, independence, and assertiveness, while valuable in the workplace, can create barriers in love. Many older women, having spent years in survival mode, have been pushed into what we call masculine energy. This often manifests as competing with men instead of bringing peace. It's important to recognize that these traits, though useful in certain contexts, can hinder creating the emotional connection and harmony that a healthy relationship needs. Once baggage becomes our identity, men tend to walk away. When a woman carries a heavy history, she doesn't step into a relationship alone. She brings with her everything that's shaped her fears, her insecurities, her past pain. This can manifest as a loss of softness, emotional exhaustion, or even guardedness. Sometimes trust has been broken so often that it's hard to believe it can be rebuilt. She might have developed habits that are hard to break, or find herself constantly comparing her current partner to past exes. Older women, in particular, sometimes treat their trauma like a badge of honor, expecting men to accept it without question. But baggage isn't just emotional pain, it's a complex mix of all these things. The key point here is that many women expect men to accept their baggage as part of who they are. And that's where the challenge lies, because healthy relationships require understanding, but also a willingness to work through these issues together. Recognizing this is crucial to breaking the cycle and building something truly meaningful. Femininity doesn't thrive in battle. It tends to collapse under stress and challenge. And when that happens, men often feel no magnetic pull toward women who are in that state. By the time women reach their 40s, biological and hormonal changes tend to accelerate this shift. Fertility drops, stress levels rise, and the body naturally shifts its focus from softness and nurturing to survival and resilience. What used to be feminine energy is often replaced by a more masculine armor. Patience gives way to pressure, softness becomes strategy, and grace is replaced by grind. Decades of grinding, surviving, and competing can push many women away from their natural feminine expression. Over time, this results in a fading of femininity as masculinity takes over. This shift isn't just about physical changes. It's about a deeper, emotional, and energetic transition that affects how women relate to themselves and others. Understanding this process helps us see how societal expectations and life's hardships can influence the balance of feminine and masculine energy as women age. And it's the fastest way to become unattractive. Aging is a natural part of life, something we all go through. But what really stands out is how we handle it. A bad attitude, on the other hand, is a choice we make. Men can overlook aging because it's inevitable, but they cannot overlook bitterness, nagging, entitlement, or hostility. These behaviors are like emotional toxins that instantly diminish our attractiveness. Remember, attitude can cancel out whatever beauty is left. So, no matter how much we try to maintain our looks, if our attitude isn't positive, it can undo all that effort. This ties back to the overall theme. Our charm and appeal come from within, not just outward appearance. And that's why cultivating a good attitude is so crucial in maintaining genuine attractiveness. Men see the contradiction here. They don't accept one-sided deals anymore. It's all about equality until accountability comes into play. And then suddenly, they want to revert to tradition. We talk about qualities like teamwork, respect, gratitude, warmth, nurturing, and cooperation, values that traditionally women embodied. But at the same time, there's this expectation that men should behave like traditional providers, pay the bills, protect, lead, and secure the future. The challenge is, many women want the old-school benefits, security, stability, without embracing the old-school values that come with them. It's a kind of double standard. They want the benefits of tradition, but they reject the traditional responsibilities that used to come with them. This creates a tension, and it's important to recognize how these expectations are shifting and what that means for relationships and society as a whole. Men can tell the difference. They see through the chaos and refuse to become rescue missions. Instead, they're now looking for a man to build with, but often what that really means is, bail me out. Many women in their 40s and 50s are facing financial instability. They might have no retirement plan, minimal savings, and mounting debt. Years of chasing a career and trying to maintain independence don't always guarantee financial security. The truth is, cleaning up a mess you created doesn't earn respect. Many older women want applause for what they've been through, but men don't reward dysfunction. They value stability, peace, and discipline, things that create a solid foundation. Endurance alone isn't enough. Surviving chaos doesn't make someone wise. It often just highlights poor judgment. And what men really want is respect, for surviving their own poor choices, yes, but also for making better decisions moving forward. Men don't choose younger women just for beauty. It's often because building a relationship with them tends to be easier than trying to repair or fix existing issues. When you look at it, older women can sometimes come with more resistance to direction, comparison, argumentative energy, guardedness, and rigidity. These traits can make building a connection more challenging. On the other hand, older women often bring less baggage. They tend to be more willing to learn, to respect male leadership, to cooperate, and to be open to new experiences. These qualities can make the process of building a relationship much smoother. Now, younger women, generally speaking, tend to be easier to build with. They're often more flexible, more adaptable, and more open to learning and growing together. This isn't to say that age is the only factor, but it's a significant reason why many men might prefer younger women when it comes to creating new bonds. So, in essence, it's about the ease of building and the potential for growth without as many hurdles. That's why, in many cases, men are drawn to younger women, not just for superficial reasons, but because the process of building something meaningful can be more straightforward. See you in the next one. And if you're ready to join a community of like-minded men building their lives with clarity and excellence, the next step is waiting in the video linked at the end. Fellas, keep leveling up. Keep choosing peace. Keep choosing wisely. Ladies, the window of relational value doesn't stay open forever. The sooner this truth is accepted, the sooner women can reclaim their femininity, connection, and peace. If older women want their daughters to avoid the same mistakes, the truth must be spoken plainly. The dating market isn't cruel. It's simply reflecting what many women became after decades of living in survival mode. This message isn't meant to shame, it's meant to warn. The cycle repeats. This generational echo exposes the real issue. The values passed down didn't work. Independence turned into loneliness. Strength turned into bitterness. Ambition turned into emotional disconnection. Many older women raise daughters who behave exactly like them, dismissive of men, career-obsessed, emotionally unavailable, argumentative, masculine, and combative. But here, the key, these daughters are exposing the truth. They're revealing what's been handed down, and it's important we see that clearly. Because only by acknowledging these patterns can we truly change the future.